Okay, so I had an issue with my vibrato pedal, my Diamond, and did some diagnostics, which I'll enlighten you to once I get it all back together and we do some more testing. But I'm replacing this, what is it, MN3007 chip, I believe it is. Yeah. I got an X5 replacement one, and I'm just putting it into the board now. For chips like this, I use I put some flux on the board, and I use the solder hot air reflow station there. I put this board in the vise, used these tweezers to grab a hold of the top of the chip, and from the back I just heated it. It literally takes 10-15 seconds, and that chip pulls out, clean up the pads, same as you've seen me do for a bunch of stuff. So I'm just going to put this new one in, not the old one. So that's the X5 chip. Make sure we get it in the right way around, notch to the notch. Now we'll just solder it in. Quick and easy as that. When I contacted Diamond initially for this not working, after a few more questions from them, after a detailed summary of what was going on, with my oscilloscope, they wanted me to check pin 2 of the MN3007 with the depth and speed knobs turned all the way down and the high off. And I measured, it was locked pretty much around 71 hertz. So they suggested that probably the MN3007 was bad. So I replaced it. But that turns out not to be the issue. So as you see, pedal isn't fixed. The other candidate that they had mentioned was the CD4046, but instead of just replacing that, I realized I needed to diagnose this further. So what I ended up doing was injecting a 1 kilohertz signal through the input of the pedal, and then measuring it on the output, and measuring some of the different parameters, and I was still only getting that 71 hertz. So I took freeze spray, inverted can of freeze spray. I started chilling out some of the components. I did a bunch of these ones over here because I sort of suspected that there could be something. And freezing the CD4046 didn't do anything. So then after that, I went to the hot air rework. I just put the blower on like 170 degrees or 200 degrees and went in and heated up different sections of the board, only one section at a time. And this was the second section I did over here. That's where the CD4046 is. I had all these jacks out while I was doing it. And wouldn't you know, all of a sudden, this is with the 1 kilohertz tone going through it, pedal came back to life. So I was much more concentrated with my heat and tried to make sure that it was actually the CD4046 and not one of the other components. But every time I'd heat it up a little bit on this end of the chip, it would start working. As soon as it would cool back to room temperature, it would start acting up again. There'd be, no vibrato, so, and a very, very weak signal. So with that confirmed, I went in and replaced that chip. So Diamond was incorrect about the MN3007. I think there might have been something wrong with that chip, but that wasn't all of it. It was the CD4046BE that needed to be replaced. And we found it with the hot air. So, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you all next time.